Hi everyone. So I want to talk about why so many women see red flag and decide to stay in their relationship, especially our black women, our Nigeria women. Why some of them decide to stay in their relationship? Because of what people will say. So I noticed that so many of our relationship is based on public display of affection, public display of love, public display of a man by so many of our black women. It's like they are in competition with other women that are not married. You see, when we start from getting married or dating a guy, you see most of our women will begin to flaunt the man as if the guy is the prize. We decide to put the man at the forefront to show our fellow women that the man is the prize. By having a man, I have everything and it is a prize. Instead of you as a woman to put yourself first, to make yourself first, to put yourself in everything and make yourself the prize. You see, most of our women, they decide to make the man the prize. They begin to make the man like flaunting him everywhere. When you see the African marriage, when you see the wedding, you see how most of our women are thanking God, how they are flaunting the man everywhere to show their fellow women that they are the prize. Instead of them, the ladies being the prize, they put the man at the front. You see on the wedding, many of our wedding, you see women dancing, displaying around, instead of them to be quiet, calculative, be happy inside of them. You see them begin to say things like, oh, I thank God I've been waiting and you before all this social media display of love and all. You see men on their wedding day, they are happy, they put the woman first, they make you the prize. But nowadays the women have snatched that position from the men. They don't allow these men to flaunt them. They don't allow these men to put them first as the prize. Instead, they put the men as the prize, and at the end, when things are happening in the relationship, like there is problem in the relationship, and they see all these women have seen it all, the red flag problems around. You see them coming to the public again to ask questions. Oh, you will see questions like, my husband is beating me. He just finished beating me today, and I have one of my eyes being closed down. What should I do? You see them because they decide to make that relationship a public thing. They decide to make the relationship flaunted in the eyes of their fellow women. Instead of them nurturing that relationship first, they decide to make it a public thing that people will be admiring, people will be jealous of, people will be like, oh, I'm unfortunate, I'm not married yet. This lady just got a man now. So you see that behavior of trying to outsmart or compete with other women, thinking that you are doing them the worst, but at the end it's going to backfire on you when you don't make yourself as a prize before carrying a man around like he is a kid or whatever. But you see women, even the celebrity, when they get married, you see them flaunting the men, flaunting the men. It's like they are in competition with another woman, or there's something they really want to show around, or they make, for me, I think they make these men think that they are doing them favor at the end of the day. You will see Nigerian woman will be going through a big stress in their marriage. They will still come out to ask questions that, what do I do? My husband is doing this. My husband just finished broken my leg now. My husband just finished doing this now. What do I do? In a situation where you hone your mind, in a situation where you know where you are going to, in a situation where you know what you have to do, you don't have such questions. But when you make your relationship a public thing, you make a relationship for people to take decisions for you, it is difficult for you to know what to do in that situation. When you know how and when you are supposed to be in a relationship and when you are supposed to quit, you don't have time asking questions that doesn't make sense. Like, oh, you did something happened to you terrible. You own your life as a woman. You own your life. You are the owner of your life. Nobody else. Nobody else owns your life. You are the owner of your life. So when you see couples flaunting their relationship, or you are among those women that flaunt their relationship, make sure you have built the real relationship instead of flaunting an empty man that is not going to stay with you for the rest of your life, a man that is not ready to care for you, to be a provider, to be responsible, to be a father, a man that is not ready to create a legacy, a vision for you and for himself. You have to think about it properly. Stop flaunting these men. Stop putting them as the prize. Put yourself first. In anything you do, make yourself the prize. A woman is supposed to be the prize, but in the other way around, when it comes to our Nigeria women, it seems that they are competing with each other. They behave as if when they find a man, it's like they have found everything. And you see these men that they put first before anything they are doing. Many of them are very low vibrational men. Many of them are not responsible for these women. Many are not ready to claim these women. You see, sometimes most of them go out of the way to pay their bride price. Most of them go out of the way to do things that they are not supposed to be doing as a woman. Many of them go for role reversal, doing things that men are supposed to be doing for them and claiming that their husband did it for them just because of the flaunting and the showing off of their men. I think most of the time this behavior is getting out of hand. Women should know when and when not to put all these things out. Make sure you nurture your relationship. Make sure you know that these men are claiming you the way you claiming them. Make sure these men are flaunting you the way you flaunting them around, because it is going to backfire for you. All those long episodes that many of you write, you pray in public, oh, I was looking for a husband, whatever. The day you start to put all those things out, I thank God for giving me a husband, whatever, you have said your power out. You have said your power out to this man. You've given your power out to this man to manipulate you. The next thing you see them on the blog asking questions. My husband is doing this. My husband is cheating. What should I do? Must you always ask questions when you already seen the red flag? I notice this behavior on all these women. When they see things are going wrong, different horrible things have happened to them, they begin to seek public opinion. Your marriage, if it was between you and your husband, I know that when a marriage fails, that most of these women are being judged publicly. Most people come out to judge them. Why? Because they choose to flaunt their relationship everywhere, to flaunt an imperfect relationship and package it to make it look perfect. So that is why at times you see people coming out to ask questions, how you were married before, whatever. But I think that narrative should change. I think it has to change. All this, all the time, you have to flaunt, you have to show off, you have to make people like trying to tell other people, oh, they have a husband, this, whatever. Who cares? Who cares? I hope the relationship that you flaunt all over social media and trying to outsmart other women, trying to bring other women down, I think that relationship should be okay, because if it is not okay, you will be going from blog to blog to ask questions after being beaten up, after being humiliated, after going through a really strong situation. You'll be asking questions everywhere. You should be intelligent. You should know when and when not to flaunt relationship that you know is not going anywhere, because you are not competing with anybody. No woman cares about you. They can put like, love, and whatever. If your relationship is not making sense, there is no need of trying to outsmart other women, or trying to compete, or trying to put pictures praising God, and when you know inside your house you are going through a very big stress. Things are not well the way it's supposed to be in a relationship. Instead, you decide to be packaging it. You decide to be showing off everywhere. Then you go to a blog and ask questions about, your husband is beating you. Must you ask questions all the time? Must you ask? Don't you have your own sense to know when to be in a relationship and when to walk out when the relationship is toxic? Many of you just want to ask that question to make yourself feel better, because you put that relationship to be a public thing. Now it is backfiring. Instead of you to hone your mind, you still decide to go publicly asking questions that doesn't make sense. When are you going to hone your mind, women? When are you going to know what you want for yourself? When are you going to stop dating low vibrational men that can put you first, and you put yourself first before anybody? So I think I'm going to stop this video, and I love all of you. Bye bye. If you like this page, don't forget to like this video and share. Bye bye.